Hey guys, Uncle Ray, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on the biggest opportunity in history, and that is this current bull run. Guys, today we're going to dive in to the first regulated crypto token by the SEC. And then we're going to dive into some news that came out and multiple articles and videos about how the XRP Ripple court case was staged because to make XRP the first regulated coin. Now, if you watch this channel, you know I hate misinformation. And I do my research for me and I share with my community. But guys, I got to call this stupidity out. Now I'm just going to give you straight facts, but I'm going to dive into where we are with the SEC and the conclusion of the Ripple case, of the importance to the entire crypto community. And then we're going to talk about these articles. If was the SEC court case staged. Now I'm going to give you Bitboy's and the XRP community's thought process, which is, has a lot of conspiracy in it based on, not has no merit and isn't based in reality. And then I'm going to give you my take with a lot of documentation that gives it merit based in reality and probability. But either way, guys, this should be a fun conversation. I think you'll learn a lot. It will give you some alpha to understand just how crazy the information in crypto can be and how one lie spreads to another lie, and then all the influencers who don't do any research, who could care less, just want to grow their channel by telling you what they want to hear, they just feed it on. But anyway, let's dive into that alpha. Hit that like button. Okay, guys, look on this screen. Is Ripple's versus SEC stage from the beginning to make XRP the first regulated cryptocurrency? Well, that's from Bitboy. Bitboy said, yes, it was. I feel really confident. I got some people on the inside. I heard him say that the other day. He couldn't document who was telling him, but that's what he said. He also came out last year and said, he's the captain of the XRP army and that XRP will lead the bull run. Well, last I checked, it wasn't even on the leaderboard, even with this announcement. But that's not what I want to talk about. But we will look at the chart at the end. But check this out, guys. You got the BitBoy article. You got multiple videos that say stuff like, it was fake. Holy moly, XRP, da da da. Was the Ripple versus SEC stage to make, and they just duplicate it. It was even written in an article of Binance. Now, here's the crazy part. Now, guys, if you don't have time to do your homework, find out a few facts like what I'm about to share with you. And then when you hear people regurgitating the lie, then you know they're clueless or they're biased. Either way, go find someone else to listen to. Just a recommendation. Now, here's the facts. And why you wouldn't Google this is beyond me. How can you, I really do consider myself an XRP uh, expert. I study it more than probably most influencers because I trade it almost every day and I've been pretty successful. So that's why I stay on top of it. And the hate, when I do a deep dive and I find out a fact like I'm about to share with you and I tell someone, man, the hate, and mark my words, in the comment section, people will spin this some way that this doesn't matter, that it's a fact and it's okay that they were lied to about this particular fact. Now, what does this say? The STX token is the network native cryptocurrency, and it's notable for being the first token offering qualified by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. It is used for stacks as transaction fees and deploying smart contracts. So here's my weird part. When all these people write these articles, see, I mean, the news in crypto is becoming like CNN. It's fake news. How do you write an article and how do you interview Bitboy and not say, hey, wait a minute, there's one slight problem in the naive or biased or just flat out stupid thing you just said? For the first point, that can't even be a question to be asked, because if you did any research, you would know that STX was approved in 2019. So almost 2 years later, Ripple got indicted by the SEC. So there's no way that that could have been staged for XRP to be the first regulated token, because Stacks was regulated 2 years before. So therefore, that can't be true. So you got one lie from someone that doesn't know that XRP can't be the first token to be regulated, that there's stacks, and then off of that misinformation, they create this chaos. And most people read the headlines and go, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the XRP army spins it. And then they wonder why there's no all-time high in 7 years. So here's what my theory is. I believe that the governments, primarily the U.S. government, the central banks and Wall Street, will control and do control already. They're already halfway there. They will control and dominate and pick the winners and losers in crypto, whether we like it or not. I've said that from day one. I used to work for Bear Stearns, but I also used to work for a company called Tyco, and I learned a lot because they're very, very powerful. They were a Fortune 100 corporation, and when they did a merger or went into a new territory or a new sector, it's brutal what I learned from behind the scenes. So here's what I think happened. I think when XRP and Ripple rolled out their technology and it got known out in the banks and global, and people started seeing that, it got some attention of the wrong people, the powerful people. And they started picking up the phone. My guess is they called probably Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon said, what do you want me to do? And they're like, we want you to get rid of them, or we want you just to slow them down so much that we can catch up. And I truly believe that my educated guess is someone like a Jamie Dimon. It could have been BlackRock. Who knows? It's a power player in the banking world, probably a group of them. And then they called the White House and they said, hey, what are we going to do about this? And they're like, hey, why don't we weaponize the SEC? We'll put such heat on them. Like, think about it, guys. They've already spent $100 million of your money to pay the law fees. That would have shut down literally 9 out of 10 cryptos. Probably 9.5% of all projects would have went belly up. They couldn't have paid for the lawyers. And now they have this fine, which you're going to pay for as well, but that didn't shut them down. So they weren't successful in getting rid of Ripple, but what they were successful in doing is making them irrelevant. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's BS, and they're still going to take over. Now they're free, you'll see, and I get my Lambo, and da-da-da. I get that. But you should watch a lot more of my videos, like the one I did where David Schwartz, and I quote, said, banks don't want to move billions with Ripple. Banks will not be Ripple's successes, unquote. So when someone tells you that the whole world is going to run on XRP rails, you might want to listen to David, and you might want to do some research on the M bridge with BRICS and the BIS. How we've heard, XRP will be the chosen one. Now we know that is not going to be true. Anyway, guys, I don't mean to ramble on, but look, you pick your own scenarios. You have logic and reality that's non-biased, which is what I think happened. something along those lines. And I don't believe that you're going to have a new all-time high in this bull run. And if you do, it's going to be brief and absolutely will not be above $5. I well, I will put my money where my mouth is because I short every pump. And that being said, we'll see at the end, right? But guys, the whole point of this video is I think where we're at right now is different than where we were in 2019, because I believe that in 2019, when STX went to the SEC, that's what the SEC was trying to get everyone to do. STX went there, they regulated the heck out of them, made them pay whatever it was, jumped through the hoops, boom, put you in this category. Go get another one, put you in this category. And then they thought that all of crypto would do that, and none of them followed. I mean, none. A few tried, from my understanding. They went there and said, what do I have to do? And the SEC wouldn't even tell them. So everyone just kind of rebelled, and I'm glad they did. But where we're at, and that's where the SEC wanted to go. Well, now that Ripple won, which kudos to Ripple, is I believe outside of the blatant projects that literally just created tokens to sell to the community and dump and things like that, I would say 9 out of 10 tokens are going to be considered not a security, which is technically a commodity. And guys, I used to be a commodity trader, a licensed commodity trader. I traded coffee, sugar, cocoa, futures, options, oil and gas, gold. I bought my first foreign currency like in 1990. And, I still haven't been trading my crypto like I did commodities. Well, guys, I did a video on my new thought process because I really kind of thought in the past that it was more of a hybrid, and I did compare cryptos to like Microsoft and Google. You hear that a lot. Well, guys, I woke up after the court case and I really realized, man, these are just commodities. And guys, I'm going to post the video about that at the end. Watch that video. Because once you open your eyes to how to trade commodities, you will take profits. And this screen is a perfect example. First thing you'll note is what if that was any commodity, whether it's oil, gas, whatever, that's in a bear market, a big bear market, a 7-year bear market. Now, what you also notice is whatever made this commodity, forget that it's XRP. This is going to help you, period, in all markets. Forget that this is XRP. This is a commodity. It's not a stock. This isn't Google. That spike, you had what, 3 weeks? Take your money. You got 3 weeks or 7 years of pain, right? You're not getting, these guys probably never getting their money back. It's already been 7 years. They got to do a 4 or 5x just to get back the opportunity cost of if they bought $10,000 right here, 7 years later, if they put it in their stock market, they would have more than doubled their money. But look, guys, look at how these commodities trade. And again, watch that video. It's going to help you out a lot. Look at this, guys. They trade sideways, and then when they get some news or the cycle, you get a pump. What is that? You got, let's see, March. That's 2 months. That right there is 2 months. Boom, it's over. So guys, understand what you're looking at. Start looking at crypto. I highly recommend as commodities. Start researching commodities. And look, I just showed you how you get so much misinformation in crypto. I mean, think about how big like someone like a Bitboy is. Millions of followers. They come out with some misinformation, which taken. It can be the second or the third or whatever. Depends on when it happens totally across the board. It's the second regulated currency. and maybe go back and study STX, which has outperformed XRP probably 10x, uh, because no one else cared, right? If the SEC won this court case, STX would have came out. A theory that is already proven to be impossible to even happen, because before the SEC, guys, the misinformation in crypto is bizarre. Be careful who you listen to. That being said, guys, if y'all want to get some real information, I do my research for me to help me in my trading and help me in my investing. That's why I hate misinformation. I hate lies, and I hate people wreck portfolio. Talk about your risk, reward, your uh, game plan, how to dollar cost average in and out, how to win and how to take profits, how to compare. And said, that's all I got for you guys. But look, hang in there right now if you're getting discouraged, because I really believe that this is going to be a real good, 3-4 week bounce from here. But I really don't think there's a chance of altcoin season to come between probably until maybe March or something of next year. I don't know. It may take off in January if number 45 wins the election. Guys, no matter what, in my opinion, if number 45 wins the election, this is not being political, this is just being common sense. If he wins this election and there's no black swan, 2025 is going to be massive for America. It's going to be a massive for all assets classes, crypto, stocks, real estate, antiques, you name it. It's going to be on fire, because then we'll probably have regulation. Hopefully Gary will be gone. We're going to have the Fed cut. They are going to cut on the money printer. They are going to get gas down to probably $2, $2.50 minimum in America, which brings down inflation and lowers everything, because, guys, transportation costs, everything, no, not everything, but most things have oil and gas involved in its creation. So when that drops, you can drop the price. Guys, I'm telling you, 2025 is the year for every asset class to rip. Anyway, can't be more bullish, but guys, be careful who you listen to. You don't have to listen to this channel. I highly recommend you listen to people that I listen to, because they're extremely smart, and most of them are the smartest guys in the room. Take care, guys. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button, subscribe, and come back and be part of this community. Take care.